5.
That time our DM forgot
4.
to record.
3.
Welcome to the recording of the Jackdaw podcast.
This is the second episode of the Super Soft Evil Party. I'm your DM, Casey Dawson, and with us tonight are Raricure, played by Jay Smalley.
Hey everyone.
Umbra, played by Chad Carr.
What's up?
Gru Thunderjaw, played by James Mullen.
Again.
And Erasmus Theodore Marinos, played by Jack.
I can't believe we're doing this again.
So, the second time we last met our adventurers, you guys were committing your evil actions.
Does anybody else have deja vu?
All over again.
Offered coins to join Shadowy Figure's cause, and you signed a blood pact.
Yeah.
And you woke up in a house with all your possessions, and you went towards the basement. There was a ruckus. You fought a pearl giant crab and a silver flying sword that shrunk down to like board game pieces, and 2 suits of armor that seemed to disintegrate all except the helmets. And that is where we are with you.
We're in the so me and him still in the basement, right?
You two are in the basement. You are upstairs, and you are still in the basement also.
Gru and Umbra are in the basement.
And Erasmus.
And Erasmus.
Oh, you're down there. All right. So I'm going to start going through barrels and all that, see if I can't find anything interesting.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
There's nothing interesting in these books.
That is a 14 total.
Under some of the barrels in the back, you find like 4 silver pieces.
Oh, okay, sweet. I'll take it.
You also were the one that picked up the 2 figurines, correct?
Yes.
So as you picked them up and kind of brought them together, they seemed to like go together like they were magnetized.
So it's a crab holding a sword,
Yes.
just like that YouTube video.
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
You say 4 silver? I'm definitely adding that to it.
Yeah. What's Gru doing?
Gru is trying to get things in order to clean up the basement so he can move his shit down into the basement.
All right.
I'm gonna still go through barrels.
Are we a minute in? Can I say shit?
You're upstairs, Raricure.
Do I notice anything?
You don't seem to see anything out of the ordinary upstairs. There is like a broom kind of like off in the corner. It seems almost useless though. Like it's so dilapidated.
I'll still grab it
Okay.
and hand it down to Gru and say, "Here, you might want this."
You take the broom?
I kind of feel like it's in my way, so I add it to the pile of junk.
I'm gonna pull. I'm actually. So these barrels are. I can't use these barrels at all.
No,
Because I'm looking for ale.
they're mostly
beer.
like rotted out. When you start opening up some of the casks, you can kind of smell some like the musk inside.
Okay. So I'm gonna
What
take.
are you looking for?
I was just looking for ale.
Yeah, this has been here forever.
So I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my crowbar and hammer out and start breaking them down.
All right,
Oh,
Erasmus.
is there anything else of interest down here?
No.
No heating type apparatus.
I mean, it's not really interesting. There is a furnace down there.
Well then, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break.
You see pipework kind of like above you that could. So the furnace like leads to some pipework and goes into
Oh,
the
okay. Then I'm
walls.
gonna break down stuff and start throwing the wood over by the furnace
Okay.
because it's winter. It's cold outside, right?
It is. It is extremely cold outside.
Okay.
Erasmus.
I'm good.
All right. So you just kind of staying down in the basement?
Now I'm gonna look for any of the silver coins that Umbra was telling me about.
Oh yeah, I told him it was a bunch of the crap.
Give me a perception check.
There was 4.
Shit, I can
No,
open up
those
the
are
app.
mine.
It's 13 plus.
You see Umbra pick up 4 silver coins.
13
does he
plus-
really?
It's a
'Cause
13.
I would roll a sleight of hand to make him not see that.
Too late. You already declared the action there, Umbra.
Oh
Rules.
Are they silver coins such as we carry?
No, they seem to be marked with like the logo of the city.
Okay. I will. I haven't found any like the silver cursed coins that we have.
No, there's none that have the same kind of markings.
I will head upstairs then.
Okay. So as you head upstairs,
Just bow.
you see a half elf kind of standing behind the bar, kind of like polishing what looks like a mug, and then kind of like setting it down and kind of trying to clean off the countertops.
Did we get our coins last game? I forget.
Yeah,
They're
No,
still
they're up in the.
they're
So
still
I don't
outside.
I don't have my coin.
We do not have our
No.
coins.
All
We
right.
threw them out the window.
All right.
No,
But
I
we-
thought you.
but-
I
but
thought you
we-
went back up and got him, and then he grabbed him and chucked him out the door.
Yeah, and then
maybe,
you
yeah.
heard them clink
Yeah,
upstairs.
and then they.
Well, we haven't heard him clink this time.
Have we heard him clink this time again?
because he took him
No,
again
I
and
think
threw him
he-
out the front door.
No, I threw him out the front door, and then Rare-Care and I threw him out, or I threw mine out the window, and that's where Rare-Care did the perception check.
Oh, okay, all right.
So-
No, but you guys, like down in your heart.
All right, I will walk by the half elf, and I will say, "Hey," and I will continue up the stairs to my room.
He goes, "Hey."
And then I will go into my room. Do I see the coin?
You do see the coin.
I will pick it up with my cloak, not touching the coin, and slip it into my pocket.
All right.
And I will head back down the stairs.
All right. You watched him walk upstairs, and
Did he hear him say hey to?
you heard him say "hey" to something you couldn't see.
Okay, so what were you doing up there?
I was getting this coin, man.
I thought we threw those out.
We did. They're tracking us.
Okay, so I've got a plan.
What's your plan?
Come with me. I'll give you my coin. You give me yours. We'll
I will
confuse
hand him. I will reach into my pocket with my cloak and hand it to him.
Okay.
Then I'll grab it, put it in my pocket, and head upstairs to get my
I will
coin.
go with.
All right.
And
So
then-
you go up to your room,
Well, his room.
yeah.
his room, and then you walk inside, and you see his coin on the end table.
I will hold my pocket out and look at him, waiting for him to put the coin in there.
And I will do finger guns, and then grab it and drop it right in the pocket.
Okay. So
So
you
you guys
guys
switch coin.
have switched coins,
Mhm.
and
Now, so who were you talking to down in the tavern?
The half elf. Did you not see him?
I did not see a half elf.
Oh,
What did he look like?
he was kind of half elf, half human.
You're sure he was not half human, half elf?
That's possible. That is possible.
I think we should.
Are we
go down
talking a
and
mix or is
investigate.
like left side human, right side elf?
I'll head back downstairs.
Yeah, let's head back downstairs.
all right. So as you get downstairs, you kind of see the half elf. It looks like he's almost disappearing and reappearing, but he seems to be cleaning tables that aren't there. They might be knocked over and moved, but just kind of looks like he's cleaning off areas that where the tables would have been, and readjusting chairs and picking up old mugs and taking them over to clean.
But nothing's moving.
But nothing's actually physically moving.
No. He's not very good at what he's doing.
What's he doing?
Not really anything. He's like cleaning off tables that aren't there. I think he might be a little crazy.
Where is he? I can't see him.
He's right there.
And
I will point at him.
He notices you point at him. He's like, "Oh, point at me."
Yeah. Sorry about my friend. I think he might be a little
Yeah, we get all sorts of lots around this type.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right.
So I speak in
He's
that
the
general
crazy one.
direction. Should I be able to see you?
But he's like, look in the opposite
You're
direction. Should I be able to see? He's like,
And he kind of like, he walks around him. He's like, who's your friend talking to? And he kind of like, he's walking around.
So he doesn't acknowledge that Rarikir said anything, or does he know that?
No, he just doesn't acknowledge.
No. I don't think he likes you, man.
Well, I
'Cause
have
you're
that
not-
effect on people.
because you're not half elf.
You just kind of see him like cleaning stuff up. And he's like, oh, pardon me for being rude. And he walks over, I'm Leaf. And he goes and he comes over and to shake your hand.
Hi, Leaf. And I will shake his hand.
Is his
And-
name Leaf?
As you go to shake
No
his
wonder
hand,
he doesn't like you. You keep interrupting.
as you go to shake his hand, he just kind of disappears.
You pissed him off. Good job. And I will walk back down the stairs.
Okay, so you go back down into the...
No, you're already
Basement?
on the. You're already
Yeah.
on
No,
the
I'm
style.
walking
You're
to
going
the
to the basement.
Yeah.
You see a broom sitting in like a pile with boxes and...
You see me chucking pieces of wood over by a furnace. Just
Okay.
Don't
And
overfill that.
no, by the furnace. I haven't put
Uh-huh.
anything. Actually, I should put some in the furnace. It's cold outside, so I start shoving wood in the
Do you
furnace.
stay there? Do you want to go upstairs or...
I'm just gonna hang out. Like pull up a bar stool,
Okay.
dust it off.
I pour oil on a bunch of wood inside the furnace, and I light.
Okay. So,
Gru shakes his head disappointedly.
fortunately, oil isn't gaseous. So, with a lot of wood...
But this wood's been soaked in.
Oh, wow.
Do
So,
I blow the furnace up? Is that a oh wow? Like the furnace is gonna.
the furnace really seems to take the heat, even from all the wood that you've shoved in there. Seems to
No,
like,
I put a
take the
bunch of
heat
wood on
really
the
well.
side.
Oh, on the side? And you
then I
did it
put-
to the side of
No, I went and then I put some in the furnace.
Yeah, so all the wood that you shoved in the
Oh,
furnace
okay.
and lit on fire seems to be taking the heat from that pretty well. Like the
Did
furnace
you roll to
doesn't-
see if the furnace was gonna blow up?
I did. I did.
As a good DM would.
I rolled to see how well the furnace would take the heat since it's been
Take the
sitting.
wood. How well the furnace will take the wood.
You notice with all the like extra space, you kind of remember back to the old bar you used to work at, and you know of a trade route that a delivery is dropped off,
Okay.
and so
I can. So you're saying there's a good chance I could acquire something and then make this place a functioning bar?
yeah, like you know of a way to get ale from your old
Like
employer,
yeah,
Emic,
you mean steal shit? I
Yeah.
mean what?
from the
You
component
are a
pouch.
rogue. I mean, it's kind
So
of.
from slip from one hand to the other. So I'll kind of remember that, and then I'm going to actually head upstairs and notice all this piping. I'm going to start following all the piping
Okay.
and see what
so
it's doing.
as you look up and you're trying to follow some of the piping in the basement, you, alone upstairs, you see like the form of a black snake kind of float in through the door, and it has a piece of parchment tied to
Good
it.
thing he said snake. If he said owl, we'd probably got sued.
Probably.
For fuck's sake.
So I'll take the roll of parchment and read what it says.
Okay. So as you grab the parchment, the snake just kind of evaporates. The
What?
parchment.
Notice I'm carrying 148 pounds. I'm still under. What?
Yeah, we're recording here.
Yeah, that's nice.
For real this time.
Oh.
Oh, too soon.
Dig that in further, why don't you? So you
What she said.
on the piece of parchment it says if you want to be a part of something bigger, meet with Davil Starsong at the Yawning Portal. And you would know the Yawning Portal as probably like the bar in Waterdeep. Top tier adventurers gain access to Underdark in that location.
Okay, so I will pocket that and then head down to the basement to let the other guys know what happened.
So as you walk around the bar to get into the basement, Umbra pops up.
I say, hey Umbra, I just got this note from a mysterious black mist snake, much like Lost.
Much like not like that.
So
Black Snake gave you an. Are you sure you haven't been drinking?
You haven't found any ale yet, so I'm putting that on you. And no, think about what we've been through just these past couple days, and tell me how far-fetched a disappearing mist snake really is.
True, you're right. We've been going through some weird shit.
So
I'll read a note.
Okay.
It says the same thing.
Yes, it says the exact same
like,
words, same script.
Okay, I was just I was making sure it wasn't a note that says something else like, "Hey, you, listen."
You have Rogue
Thieves
Camp.
Camp. Yeah, Thieves Camp. It's called Thieves Camp, not Rogue Camp, because Rogue can.
Rogue can. How long have you been in the city?
Apparently not long.
So,
didn't you say I just came in?
the,
Like me and someone
Well,
else?
you worked at a
Yeah,
bar.
the bar you used to work at. The idea of a
Oh, it's in the city?
yeah,
Okay. So yeah, I'd probably been here for...
the knowledge of a winged snake sets off the Zentarum Guild. So you kind of know where that would be from.
Oh, okay.
So you know the symbol for the Zentarum Guild.
Alright, so I'll read the note and then I'll be like, yeah, you might want to show that to the rest of them. They're downstairs. I believe Gru's cleaning and I believe the other one is... I don't know what he's doing.
well, I don't know that he knows what he's doing.
Why?
He's talking to thin air. Like, I think we should keep our eye on him.
Okay. I'm too fascinated with this piping. I'm following the piping.
While I'm downstairs, I would like to look at Gru and say, hey, let me ask you a question.
Go for it.
Can you see Rarikir?
I mean, not normally.
You can't? I figured that much. Does he, like, half the time or just partial the time?
Just partial of the time.
Fair enough. And I'll walk back upstairs.
Okay, so before you get upstairs, Rarikir walks down the steps.
I will yell back at Gru, Rarikir's coming, and I'll go back up the stairs.
Wink, wink.
Okay.
So I will show Gru the note and say, I think we should go and check this out. This might have something to do with the blood pact we signed.
I agree with you, but it looks like it says at the Yawning Portal, and things don't start happening at the Yawning Portal till later.
Like any good bar.
So I'm going to continue on with what I'm doing here, and can you please move?
And I say, fair enough.
And I don't even give you the chance to
Yeah.
say that.
Get out of the way.
Hold on, strength check. I'm actually stronger than him.
Oh, shit.
You want to fight over this?
Let's do this. So you go to do like
Roll off.
a shoulder push past him. Roll strength versus.
A 14 with a plus
I win.
5,
What'd
so
you roll?
19.
20.
He
Uh,
critted.
No.
Plus.
My strength, which is 2.
So 22.
Yeah.
And you have
19.
19.
Yeah.
So you kind of like puff up to be like, all right. and he still like gives you a nudge back to the side, like
Oh,
you're not knocked prone or anything, but he definitely pushes past you.
shoulder check.
Fair enough. So, all right, I'll head upstairs,
Fight.
and I will give a holler at Aramis. Say, hey, Aramis, hold up.
I went to the wrong one.
I'll look around. Yeah.
So I will show Aramis the note and say, I think we should go check it out. I think this has to do with the blood pact.
I have an idea about these coins first.
All right, I'm in.
Do I know where we're at? Like, because we did look outside the window.
You know a general location, but you don't know all the shops around you.
Okay. We need to find somebody that can make a box.
Hey, good for you. I'm from here. There's a place next door that
Let's go.
specializes in boxes.
What's the place called?
The Bent Nail.
Let's go.
Oh, wait, you guys going shopping? And you're from around here?
Yeah, we've got some,
This area, because I'm not from this area. I'm from the other side of town, right?
Okay, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I need something slightly warmer. I need warm clothes because I went through my equipment and all I have is fine clothes. And if it's winter time and cold, I'm not going to make it far.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a big and tall shop about halfway across the city.
Yes, I love it. Wait, you call me big? Or
I called you tall.
Oh, there we go. I'll let that go. So I'll
so
follow them out and I'll head
You
towards.
three leave, and you are.
Continue on setting up the basement to my liking.
Remember last episode? He's like, "This is gonna be my room." So
Yes, yes,
So,
Oh, actually, no. Before I left, I would show you the crab and sword and be like, "These are the things we fought. Now they're little. I think there's something magical. You do magic stuff." And then I would hand them to him and be like, "I don't know if you can figure anything out of that." And then I'd walk out the
Can
door.
I do an Arcana check on it?
you sure can.
Because I would know he does magic. Because I literally watched him do magic.
I rolled a 6.
It's gonna take you a while.
You're like, these were definitely bigger a little bit ago. Then you just kind of, you can pocket them and look at them later.
I mean, they only kind of interest me.
So you would hand them back to me, or would you keep them?
I asked them if you want to. No, I kind of hand it to you, and if you don't take it, then I put it in my pocket.
Oh, I would take it because
Okay.
I found
It's a
it.
thing.
I found it.
I look at it like, yep, it's magical.
Oh, I'll be like, okay, and then I would go out the door behind them. Now I'm probably like 30 or 40 feet behind them, because they already went.
Okay. So
God, I can't believe all I got is fine clothes.
you two, you took off without telling him where the real big and tall was.
So
So
I know there's a big and tall. I'm wandering around.
you guys go to the Bent Nail.
Yeah, look,
Are we there?
fine clothes.
Yeah, it's just a couple, like, doors over. When you arrive, you see a wooden sign, and in it there's a nail, and it's bent. You see some of the shutters
So how did
are
it get its
open.
name?
There used to be a sign that said the Bent Nail that hung from it. The shutters are kind of open to let in some of the early light.
I will open the door
Okay.
and walk in.
So as you open the door, the cold air kind of like helps push you in, but then you feel like a warm blast of like the air inside. You hear some like scuttling around in the background when you walk inside. He's like, one minute.
He said 1 minute. He'll be right here.
I see. Thanks.
And so as you kind of look around, you see some wood carvings, and you see some like furniture, like you see a couple chairs that aren't really meant for sitting. They seem to be sitting out for like display purposes. And then a half elf walks in from the back, and he's like, "Oh, what can I do for you?" And he like starts taking some leather gloves off.
I will
A lot
look.
of half elves.
I will look at. I will look at Rarick here, and I will say, "Do you see him?"
Yeah, I see him.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Tully.
Hi, Tully. I need you. Do you sell boxes?
Yeah,
Lead line boxes?
that's a new one. I suppose.
I need one.
Okay. How big?
Probably about maybe like a jewelry box size, enough to hold how many? Four coins.
Well, what if? Yeah, 4 coins.
4 coins, maybe 5 for Leaf.
And he kind of gives you a funny look.
And then six for the shadowy guy.
Yeah, shadowy guy.
So six coins.
So, and then I reach in my pocket, pull out the coin, and say, it needs to hold 6 of these.
How do you guys
No more, no less.
know Leaf?
He I don't know. He was at the house. He's probably a neighbor.
No Leaf? Over at Troll Skull?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you call the place? Couple
Yeah,
doors
I mean,
down?
we live like a couple doors down.
We just got it.
Oh. Yeah, there's been a couple different owners for that place. Leaf passed a while back.
How'd you pass?
Best not speak ill of the dead. But jewelry box, yeah, I can go up with one of those. And how thick of lead we talking? I can put a nice little layer in there. Probably shouldn't take too long, day or so.
A day. All right. I need thick lead, thick walls.
Thick.
Yeah.
You need some girth in that.
The lead must be girthy.
You just want it to hold the coin?
Coins.
Coins. And
6
then
of these.
he goes and he reaches to grab the coin to look at it, to like inspect it. He's like, that's not from around here. And then he goes to take the coin.
Okay, I let him.
As he takes it, he's eyeing it over, and he sets it on the countertop, and he starts tracing it around. And then he goes to set it on a bench behind him, and he hears it clang on the floor. He's like, "Oh, 1 second," and you see him kind of start looking around for it. He's like, "Oh, sorry about that. 1 minute," and he's looking around.
I will look and I will take off running out the door.
Ditch it. I've been trying to ditch us the whole time. This is a perfect time.
He's like, "Oh, no need to leave. I'll find it right now."
I'm already gone.
He's not even.
So, sorry about my friend. So, how much is this box going to set us back?
20 gold. Just give me a second. And he's still looking around for the coin.
So, give me the coin back, and you have yourself a deal.
Yeah. And then, as he's kind of like fumbling around, you notice that the coin in your pocket has disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I tell him that I need the box by tomorrow. And if he can't find the coin by tomorrow, I expect it to be free.
Certainly. Yeah, just let me look around for it, and I'm sure I'll find it, and I'll have beautiful slots in it, felt lined. It'll fit perfectly, and then if we can't find it, we'll reimburse you.
Sounds fair enough. So I'll turn around and leave.
Okay. Then he kind of goes back to searching around. Umbra, give me a Constitution check.
15. Oh my.
So you see around where a shop might be. You do end up not getting too cold.
Yeah, me and my very fancy clothes.
And you find Finn's wool and linens.
Oh God. I go in. It's cold. This is what I was looking for.
So, as you go in, you see a giant fur-bulgy creature about your height.
7 foot. Got it.
And he seems to be kind of like organizing and taking inventory of what he already has.
I go, excuse me.
Yeah, not too many customers. And he turns around and he's like, what can I do for you? I'm Finn.
I'm Umbra, so nice to meet you. I need some warmer clothes.
Oh, it shouldn't be a problem. How fancy you want?
I don't know. Will 2 gold get me?
Well, 2 gold. 2 gold. Let's see.
2 of these, and I hold up 2 gold coins just in case he doesn't know what
He
gold
goes-
looks like.
I'm aware. With that, I could get you like a really nice set, and it'd be warm.
Okay.
You just
I
want
may-
one
I-
nice set of clothes?
I'm probably need like maybe 2 or 3 cloak, jacket, boots, pants.
For 2 gold, I could get you some. They'd be all right.
I could probably do alright. So yeah, I'll say yeah, that's fine.
And he's like, what color you want?
Probably something dark. I'm thinking black and silver, like my studded leather right now.
And he kind of like judges you and looks you over.
Oh, I grab a dagger from behind my back. I'm gonna get ready to stab this guy.
Confirm that.
Oh, that would be a nat 20.
So he looks at you and he's like, no need to reach for it. And he gestures to lean, like for you to lean in.
All right. I'm gonna keep my hand on the dagger, but I don't know what he's gonna do.
So as you lean in, he kind of like, grays and browns hide better in the city.
Okay.
And then he leans back. He's
Oh.
like, so
I give him one of these like.
I know what you're
these
saying.
winks, yeah. I was like, that's fine.
And so like your extra long arms, it's very
Yeah, like I do this, but normally it's like
a 10
your
foot.
gestures are so like,
You poke him in the
settle
eye.
down. And
So I put my dagger away. One of them. Even though I have like 5 across my chest.
The one behind your back.
Yeah. That's
he's
the one.
like,
That's the one you gotta worry about. That's stabby.
2 gold, I could get you something really nice in a day.
I don't really. Literally, what you see on me is all I've got. What would 5 gold get me?
He's like, he looks at it and he's like, I can get you 3, and I can get you 1 in a couple hours.
Alright. And then I pull my cursed silver out, like to give him a tip.
He looks at it, he's like, sorry. We only take dragons around here.
Of course you did, fucking cockblocking, railroading motherfucker.
So he,
What's a railroad?
so he takes the 5 gold and he's like, where are you staying at?
I forgot.
The
Where?
Troll Skull Manor.
The Troll Skull Manor.
I have to know, did you legitimately
I
forget?
legitimately forgot. You literally said it, what? Like 10 minutes ago?
A few times, yeah.
I didn't have to tip him 5 silver. That time around.
What do you mean that time?
I don't know what you're talking about. And then I will just turn around and walk out the door.
For those of you at home playing the guessing game, we already ran through this once. I didn't hit record. So
We're backtracking.
we're just
And
backtracking
adding
a little
more.
bit and adding in some new things I didn't tell the players.
So
So
I'm
that's going on.
heading back to Gray Skull Inn.
Manor.
That's what I'm calling it now.
Troll Skull Manor.
Gray Skull. No, Power Gray Skull.
I mean, it is our manor.
Can we
now,
call
so-
it Castle Greyskull? We should have a tavern meeting and change the name.
I mean, you can certainly do that. That one might already be taken by a different tavern or castle.
Or
So,
podcast.
or podcast.
I just gotta remember Troll Skull.
So what about Off-White Castle?
Off-white. Somewhere between black and white castle.
Can we call
Grayscale.
Can we call it? Can we just call it 50 Shades? I said we call it 50 Shades of
50 Shades
50 Shades of Grayskull.
50 Shades of Grayskull.
or Grayscale Castle. Those
I
are probably
like
your two.
grayscale. Is the
Those are
best.
your two options.
I like it. Oh, there goes my phone.
So, back to Erasmus.
That's me.
That's running.
You took off
Mm-hmm.
straight for Troll Skull Manor?
I did.
Okay. As you run in, you see Gru just taking items back and forth, like to the basement. And then you see a goblin sitting at the bar, kind of like near the end.
Mm-hmm.
Gru, give me a perception check.
I rolled 20. I noticed him walked in and sit down, and apparently he wasn't bothering me, so I don't give a shit.
All right. So you just went about your business,
Yep.
and you see him.
Hey. And then I go into a corner and I pull out my orb and I sit in the corner and I stare.
He turns like really excitedly to wave at you, and then he sees you. And he's like,
You're like, hey, and then he turns his
He does
back
one of
and
his-
sits in
so
the
he puts his
corner.
hand up, and then he does one of the like where you take your hand and brush it
Yes.
through your hair
He's like,
to
sorry.
be cool, and then he kind of like leans back and he's like, "Hey."
Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Is it time to edit that out?
And then he leans back and he sits back down and kind of starts like drawing around on the countertop,
Mhm.
and he starts pulling out some parchments and setting them out, and then you walk in.
All right, and I see all of this.
Yeah,
Hold
you see. the
So,
goblin.
I say, hey, Aramis, I think we lost the coins.
I will look up from the orb. I think so too. Let me go check my room first.
And then the goblin, at the mention of coins, like gets a little excited, and he like hops and waddles kind of over to you guys.
Do you see him too?
Who?
This goblin?
Yeah.
Oh, just checking.
Can you see him?
I can.
And I go upstairs to see if the coin is back in the room.
Okay, and he's like, coins. I'll take those.
Well, I don't have mine right now. I think I got rid of it.
I'm sure you got it in your room. Just go check.
You're awful cheery.
Oh, there's always work to be done.
No. No.
Another morning.
I've never met a cheery goblin before.
Scritch. He holds his hand out.
Nice to meet you, Scritch. I'm Raric here. Who do you work for?
Oh, that's no matter. Just need your coin.
I feel like it's a big matter, especially if you need my coin.
Well, you probably heard of him. Xanathar?
Xanathar, the Beholder?
Yep, that's him.
I hear this and I'm like, I stop, look over what the conversation's going on, acknowledge what you just said, and continue on going.
What are you carrying down by now? You've been at this for like a few hours.
Is it?
He's like, I could use your coin too.
Well, I'm carrying like a mannequin bust. It's got like a really nice robes on it of a certain like color and form.
Okay.
Do I recognize these clothes?
You would recognize them as like City Watch clothes.
City Watch for Waterdeep?
Yeah.
No, for Kansas City.
Kansas City City Watch. That's their basketball team clothes.
Yeah, the guards.
Wait, is it home? Is it home or away?
It's white, so it's the away.
Gotta make them dunks.
Them ducks for days.
That's why they have the Goliath on their team. It's usually all goblins.
All right, so I will take note of that, and mental note to ask him about those later, and
Okay.
head up to my room to get my.
And I look at the goblin like, it's in my pocket.
And then he's like, okay, I'll get it for you. And he kind of starts feeling around. He's like, oh, that's not the coin. And then he like reaches into a pocket and he's like, oh, I got it. Okay.
So what was it? That wasn't the coin.
It wasn't the coin. And then,
But did it have a head on it?
around that time, give me one more Constitution check.
I'm gonna die. Oh, that's one less. 14 total. 13.
You
it's two
almost
less.
catch a cold snap, but you get, as you open up the door
I can't do math. Just
to the Troll Skull Manor, the warmth.
You almost
from-
called it Grayskull, didn't you?
Or grayscale.
It's
Grayscale.
still
50 Shades Grayscale.
So you guys tell me that you guys formally name it differently. It's going to be Troll Skull. So you walk in, and from where you had lit the hearth underneath before, it is definitely warmed up in there. So you walk in.
I come in,
and
I'm like,
just-
bloody hell, it's cold. And I'm shaking off the snow.
Yep. And then the goblin sees you come in, and he's like, well, might as well take your coin too while I'm at it.
No. And I walk away from him.
Um,
I say that in Goblin because I could speak Goblin.
He's like, well, you can certainly try to keep it, but that's not going to happen. And he says that back.
I'm ignoring his ass.
Okay. Give me a perception.
You failed.
Let's see here. Perception. What's a 23 get me?
It gets you. You hear a snap, and then your coin is no longer in your pocket.
Oh, so I know I'm missing a coin.
You know you're missing your silver special logo coin.
So I will grab a dagger and start turning towards him,
Okay.
like, sir.
And he like waddles away from you, and he goes to the counter, and he's like, don't you mind, I'll give it back.
I'm gonna sit across from him and watch him, make sure I get it back.
Okay. You're the only one I don't have the coin from, because you went upstairs to get it.
You
And
don't have his. He
And
hasn't been back upstairs to get his
Is my
either.
coin-
We're up in our
Okay.
rooms
Is
now.
my coin in my room.
Yep, your coin
I
is
will
back on the
grab
table.
it with my cloak, and I will head back down the stairs.
Okay, and you see him at the bar.
I will look at him, and I'll
I
ask
gotta
him
take off 1 silver.
who he works for.
Because he would.
Xanathar.
Why do you want my coin?
So they can't track you, and just to alter it for you.
How do I know you're not the one tracking us?
I mean, I'm not.
Jack's
And
characters.
can I insight check him?
Yeah.
I don't know, can you?
It's gonna be under 10.
It-
'Cause
Mine
I
was
rolled
also not very
6.
high.
I rolled
But
a
you don't
6.
feel like
it's
he's
actually
being-
a straight 6, I think.
You don't feel like he's being deceptive. You definitely feel like he's an underling. Like, while he might be powerful-ish, you feel like he's just kind of an underling.
I will hand him the coin, and I'll say, "Who's Xanathar?"
Oh, if you don't know, you best not ask.
Who's Xanathar?
And then he takes the coin and he starts working on a table.
I will.
Your friend knows, but asking around starts troubles. And then he goes, do, like he starts just
I will
like
pull out
filming.
my orb, and I will hold it up, and I will say, "Who's Xanathar? And why are you tracking us?"
He looks at your orb, and he looks back down at his papers, and he's like, no one was really tracking you, but I did want to alter the magic on these to something a little bit more suitable, you might say. And then he takes the coins. Does he have your coin yet? So he takes those coins.
room.
So he has those 3 coins, and he bundles them up,
This guy's gonna get shot.
and he runs up the stairs really fast, and he just takes the other piece of paper behind him, and he's upstairs almost as you are just entering.
Oh, so as I'm entering my room, I see my coin on my table. I
Yeah.
assume. And grab it and turn around.
Okay? You see the goblin kind of like warping the locks a little bit, and then he's taking the coins and pushing them through and hearing them clink.
I'm Schrodinger's Goliath. I'm more of a wannabe.
I like it.
I was sitting in the bar and I watched him go out, so I'm gonna like slowly start following him.
I will follow with you.
So you guys see him doing some magic, and you almost see him like he's wrapping the coins in paper and pushing the coin with the paper in through the lock, and then the lock's altering and warping, and the paper hits the floor and clinks, and then he gets it back almost magically, and then he turns and hands them back to you, and then as you're going into your rooms, you're passing by him. He's like, "Here you go,"
I do not.
and he puts it like he throws it back in your pocket.
I don't take the coin. I'm gonna ask him why he's tracking us.
We're not.
He said, "Wait." As I
Wait.
run down the steps.
He said, "Wait."
And then he turns to Eric here. Coin, please.
So I flip it to him.
I will use Awakened Mind. Who is up there with me right now?
I would be.
I would be.
Yeah.
I
he's-
just went
So
down
he
the steps.
So he almost, in a fluid motion, snatches the coin out of the air and just kind of like snatches it, passes it to a hand, and pushes it through the lock. And then you hear it fall and hit the floor. And then he hands it back to you, and he says, "Your keys are pretty much useless for your doors now, but these are your keys, and you can't lose them."
I will Awaken Mind Umbra real quick, and I'll say, "You got to kill this guy."
He's not very smart.
I was gonna say, who's talking to me?
And then I will say in Awaken Mind, "You got to kill this guy."
Mom? I'm pretty sure you're dead. And by pretty sure, I'm like 100% sure you're dead. I'm gonna be like, sorry, I think something's wrong with my head. You say these work on our doors now?
Yeah, it's pretty much just your key now. You just can't lose it.
I'm gonna go
Try.
I'm gonna go upstairs and then like try. We'll put the coin in the key slot.
So you put the coin in and you hear almost like vending machine
I
noises.
don't know who you're
like,
talking
clink, 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 clink. And then you hear it ting on the like other side of the door, and then you feel it back in your pocket, and you can just push the door open.
Huh. So I will take my key and be like, well, this is useless, and I'll just...
Do you want to do an Arcana check?
I would love to do an Arcana check. Let me bring up my skills.
Arcana's not one of them.
13.
So you felt like there was really powerful magics on these coins once before, but you feel like the magic's a lot lesser.
I will look at Rick here and I'll say, "Great, now he knows when we leave the room."
I don't know what to do if Xanathar's involved.
I will Awaken Mind him and I'll say, "You must kill this guy."
And I will
So
say,
you just get a ringing. And then Leaf pops up next to you, and he's just kind of like cleaning some mugs or whatever. And he's like, I mean, you don't really need to, but it's up to you. And he just kind of like walks away.
I'm waiting for Rick here to see if he kills this guy.
so,
Is your intelligence good?
yeah, let me do an intelligence check. See if I know it's him or not.
All right.
Or a perception. Would that be perception?
Give me a perception.
19.
Okay. How much did you actually alter your voice? Did you just like lower it?
Well,
Shall I roll a performance
but
check?
that's
Sure, yeah, give me a performance.
22 with
Okay, give me a
modifier.
performance.
He Batman.
He definitely knows it's me. It was a 4 plus
That
3,
is a
7.
4.
7. I rolled
So he does his like worst impression of a demonic voice.
Okay.
And you're like, all right, I get it.
So I turn and look at him and be like, "Nice try, but trust me, we don't want to fuck with this guy if Xanathar's involved."
I will say, "Who's Xanathar?"
The goblin's like, You're right on that one, buddy. And he's like, well, I'm pretty much done here. And he goes to turn to leave and walk out the door. Like, he starts thumping down the steps.
So
There's some dogs barking.
I will look at both of. I will look at.
You hear
both.
wolves outside.
I will look at Umbra and I will look at Rear
No, I'm
Kier,
not- I'm
and I will
not-
say, "This is bullshit," and I'll walk into my room.
Dude, I'm in my room.
Okay, then I'll look
I'm
at
like,
Rear Kier.
I'm
and I'll
gonna say,
say,
I'm
"This
like,
is
I
bullshit."
think I'm on
Your
like the
door's
third.
I will get my key out.
The key?
Yeah.
So you go to put the key in, the key doesn't work.
What the fuck? And I will look around, and I will go downstairs.
and I'll say, "Hey, did you try your coin?"
And that coin is sitting firmly in your pocket.
Son of a bitch! And I will put the coin in front of my door, and I will walk downstairs.
As you go downstairs, the coin's in your pocket.
I will feel it in my pocket, and I will grab my orb, and I will go back to the corner, and I will just stare in my orb and rock back and forth.
I'm pretty sure his orb is like his browser. He's just searching up. We're getting into some weird porn.
Tentacle porn.
Perhaps.
Alright. So I know everything works. I know everything's in check, all my stuff. So I go back downstairs
Yep,
to the bar area.
So,
The bar region.
you guys can kind of discuss what your next plans are.
I
You know, if you...
First,
Oh.
I would like to propose we rename this house something that kind of represents all of us.
you
Like-
mean you mean something easier for Chad to remember?
Yes, easier for Umber to remember, like 50 Shades of Grayscale.
You hear a knock on the front door, and you hear, bruh?
I'm gonna kill whoever that is. I go to the front door and open it.
You just see, like, a box.
Do I see who brought it?
You see Finn kind of strolling away.
Thank you. It's Umbra, not 2 a.m. He's not even listening.
And then
Whatever.
he puts a thumb out.
I put a middle
But he's
finger.
walking away.
I put a middle finger up. He can't see it, so
Yeah, he doesn't, he's like, yeah.
so I open up the package.
And you have your package.
Sweet.
Your big package.
Big package. I can't find that in inventory. Big package.
Inside, you see a small little note that says,
Bruh.
"Hey, bruh.
Bruh.
Hey, bruh. Can you bring me? Just bring it back by later. I want to add a few more pockets in."
I write on a note. Okay.
He needs to do an intelligence check to see if the K was forward or not.
And so,
And then I put it in my pocket and walk. I don't know. I've only got my intelligence is a 10.
I mean,
I'm not broke.
10 is
Average.
average. You have average intelligence.
No, I don't. We're talking about in-game. I was talking about real life. No,
Yeah.
I don't.
In-game,
Well, I have
average.
taken. Between all this and me staring at the orb, will I have taken a short rest by now?
Sure. Short rest.
Sweet.
So, what are your guys' plans for?
I will kindly let all of them know that I know a way to acquire some tavern-related material, like alcohol, all that stuff. And I believe that we should run this as a kind of a tavern to make an extra coin just because I want extra coin.
Okay. You know that the
I tell them about a weekly shipping route.
yeah,
that-
so near the north side of the map, closest to this paper, the Troll Skull Manor is marked with a black dot, and then towards the south side, the black dot down there is where you used to work.
which
The
was
red
called
line, the component pouch,
the component pouch. I'm not taking notes. I'm just
run by
Emic.
Emic. Emic. E-M-M-E.
Is that the guy I killed?
What are we doing?
No, he's running it now.
Oh, okay.
He's proposing we open a tavern.
I'm proposing we kind of
You
run
know
a tavern
that
for extra
there
coin.
is a delivery with alcohol and other components,
Drugs.
quite possibly, that are dropped off at the docks that aren't quite regulated. And they travel through that red path to
Okay.
get and drop off.
And you said that was weekly, right? Well, I know
Yeah,
that's
it's a weekly drop off.
So I take it you inform us of all of this knowledge.
Oh yeah, because I really would like to open this up as a bar just to make more coin. I just want more coin.
I think a bar would be a great front for some things.
Whoa!
Like-
No one said front. No one said front. What?
So as he talks and he says, "I think a bar would be a great front," you see Leaf pop up behind him and start nodding like, "Wow, that's a great place to open business."
I don't like people. I'll look at Leaf and say that.
He's like, "Well, it's not about liking people; it's about selling things." And there's like a little side
As he's
area.
talking, I'm gonna look back into my orb.
But you're actually talking to him because he popped up beside
Yeah.
you.
I don't like people, and you're like, okay,
like-
and then you don't even get to chime in. He just continues the conversation. He's like, "Yep."
I feel like I should get a perception check to know if he was talking to me or past
Would you
me.
have hung around
he's
for 5
talking
minutes
in
for
your
the
direction?
proposal?
Well,
He
that's
says, "I
what
don't like people."
a
I've
perception check.
heard
would
bits
be
and
nice.
pieces of
All right.
the proposal.
See if I take offense to it. So. Well, and that's a 10.
So you're not.
So you notice he's talking.
You're happy.
Maybe not at you directly. He's not looking at you per se, but he's once again looking just
In the general.
in your general direction.
So I'll be like, is Leaf back?
I'll look over at
He's going up and downstairs. So.
are you not there?
I'm not.
He's there now.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, he's in the middle of coming back upstairs.
I'll look at you and I'll say he can't see Leaf, and then I'll shake my head and kind of chuckle, and then I'll look back at my orb.
I gotta remember what skill checks are even available right now.
So I look at him and I nod and I go, "Hi, Leaf." And I wave at the general direction and I continue.
Give me an athletics check.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Total with strength? Wait.
Athletics.
With athletics?
That adds your strength then.
22?
Okay. So
Because I'm a Goliath.
you've huffed and puffed a little bit, but you're not too worn out from carrying all this stuff back and forth for a little bit. Give me a deception check when you.
I don't think I have anything in deception. Nope, 16.
Is that versus my insight?
It'd be versus
His insight.
your
Oh.
insight.
Because you
Yeah.
don't care.
12.
So you fully believe that he just waved at
Oh, okay.
Leaf.
Hey.
I don't see him though, right?
Uh-oh.
Here he comes.
I don't see him though, right?
No, you don't see him.
Okay.
So while you guys are figuring out
What
you
our
guys
next
are going to
plan is.
do, I think that's where we're going to just go ahead and end this for tonight.
Alright.
Alright. Thanks,
So
everyone.
this has been episode 2. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Jackdaw Podcast. Usually one word.
I just want to give a quick shout out to my son Tommy because he will be listening to this, and he's the one that clued me in on Xanathar. So
Good job, Tommy. Keep your old man up to date.
I hope you're of age to hear these words.
he lives in my house.
So he's heard these words.
So that's a hell yeah. That's a hell yeah. I'm Chad. You can reach me at Twitter's at the Chad991B or Xbox Live Deadeye Conti, but I haven't been playing Xbox here lately. I've been playing Nier on
Okay,
Steam.
so Deadeye, one word, Deadeye. underscore?
No, space Conti,
Space, Conti.
Canti,
Okay.
capital D, capital C.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook. That's about it.
What, James Mullen?
Yeah,
Yep,
you said our
James
name.
Moore.
You said our
Okay.
names.
You can't find me on any social media. Good luck, fuckers.
And goodbye.
Goodbye.